Hi everyone, welcome back to the brand new video. Today we are going to build or start with the build of my new scale model airport. It's based on Jackson Hole, Wyoming in Wyoming, United States. Over here you can see a little start I made, but let's first look at the airport in real life and then compare with what I made today. So why did I choose Jackson Hole, Wyoming? Particular is that 2 summers back I went on holiday in the United States. I went to Jackson Hole and Yellowstone, which is nearby, and this airport was in the valley. I'll show you a picture of it from the summit of Jackson Hole Ski Resort, and it just got my attention. I really like this small airport, although I'm not going to make mountains and other things. It's just a nice reminder of that time, as well as a small airport that fits my space over here. As you can see, the runway is not the full length. I just made half of the gates. The general aviation section is over here. I will take a picture now in the screen over here so you can see what I'm talking about. And of course the taxiway over here, and I took some planes from the States as well, which represent the traffic a little bit. To be honest, the traffic is mainly United and 737s and 757s, as well as Delta, A320s, Airbus 220s, and the 75, of course. But I don't have those models, so I'll represent it with other American carriers like Frontier, Southwest, and sometimes the United States Air Force. I made some gates over here in the distance, as you can see, which fit the biggest aircraft on this airport, the 757, very well, as well as 737s and 8020s. So for now, I made the start of it off camera. I placed some tape, the markings. So in this part, I will be painting the base of the model airport with the runway and the stands. So the runway will be the neutral gray color. Most of the runways in the United States are a little bit gray. Europe and the rest of the world are more like black runways, but so that's why I'm going to choose this color. For the apron, if you watch Google Maps, so I'll place a picture now, you can see that the apron is a little bit white gray, so we're going to mix those up, and the taxiway is just black. So as you can see, I just painted the base of the runway. It's a beautiful gray color. We're going to let it dry now. What we're going to do next is we'll take the rest of this gray and we'll mix it with a little bit of white. So I'm going to make sure that I have enough so that I don't have to mix it again and prevent different color of light gray. So let's get ready with the time lapse. So guys, I just painted the general aviation and the terminal side, but I made one mistake. I thought I was recording the time lapse, but I wasn't, so sorry about that. I painted in a slightly more light gray, as you can see, representing the airport of Jackson a little bit more. Next, I will let it dry now. I see some wood splinters here and there, so maybe remove that. And then I will retape it, paint the taxiway, and then I will come back to you. So this is the first result of the first layers. As you can see, beautiful, very straight lines, as you can see. And I will just put my phone back on the tripod and film the next part of the video. So guys, I just removed the tape, and as you can see, beautiful, very nice. I just missed some over here. Starting with the runway, you can see the threshold and the number of the runway, number 1, with some center lines and some runway lines here as well. This is 6 and 6 makes 12. So in real life, the runway is 45 meters in width, and yeah. So we're continuing with the side lines over here, and made some taxi taxi lines as well. So guys, I reached the phase where I'm going to make the stands. I'm using a Boeing 757 for measurement, since this is one of the biggest aircraft that fly to Jackson Hole. With this aircraft I can make around 4 stands. So guys, as you can see, I just finished drawing the lines for the 4 stands, and as well as some taxiway lines. You can see here, not very clear, but that's the taxiway. As you can see here, this is a taxiway. It's a very thin line, but it will be painted yellow, of course. And here you can see the Dieteraviation stand where VIP and other traffic can be parked, as well as the runway with the center line. So yeah, let's start taping everything, and then the next step will be painting it. So as you can see, I put on all the tape. As you can see, sometimes it pops up a little bit, so be careful for that. And I just started painting over here, and a little bit over here, the threshold line as well. So guys, as you can see, I finished painting most of the runway markings. As you can see, I only need to do the runway threshold markings over here. So hey guys, quick update over here. I'm still painting the runway. I had a small mistake here on the numbers. Correcting it. If I can't correct it, I will paint it gray again, and I will do it again. But as you may know, Jackson Hole, Wyoming has some touchdown zone aiming points, mostly up over here in the normal situation, and some touchdown zone markers on the place where I put these blocks down. But since I scaled it down, I choose to skip the touchdown zone markers and place only the blocks, the aiming point, to make it more simplistic and, yeah, in my opinion, not as cluttered as it would be otherwise. So yeah, struggling with the number, and I will see you in the next update. After some work, you can see the threshold markings beautifully done. In my opinion, this is okay. As you can see, some errors here and there, but it was very difficult to get the right size of tape to get between these small lines over here. So for me, this is okay. So this is the runway. So as you can see, I started with the taping of the yellow lines, part of them, since I can't do them all at the same time. So yeah, we'll do as well the stands, and then I will get back to you guys. Next part, I almost finished with the yellow lining. As you can see, I'm missing here some taxi lines over here, as well as over here you can see it is missing, and the 2 parking stand lines. But overall, the rest is, in my opinion, pretty good, especially since it's been a long time since I've done this, sorry. Here you can see a double lining. I made a little mistake here. I also painted the grass strips where grass is going to be. I painted it black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint over it. So the yellow line will be painted over, but I'm not going to use paint for the grass. I have some papers which represent the grass, and I will show you that in a minute, and we'll paste it on with some glue, and hopefully that brings some 3D effects as well. So I will show you that in a second. So guys, as you can see, these are the grass papers I was talking about. As you can see, it has a little bit of a desert looking grass, dead grass, which is, in my opinion, very suitable for the location. If you look at the map of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, you see from above that it's a little bit, desert-like dead brown grass. So we'll place it over here. So guys, as you can see, this is the taxiway lines leading up to the runway into the taxiway. Only thing that I need to paint now is these taxiways. These are drying. And as you can see, I experimented a little bit here. I drew these by hand without painting them, as well as over there. Looks decent in my opinion. I'm also doing it this way with a little bit more work, but let's see what is better. For now, for me it doesn't matter, but maybe for you guys, so you can see the difference. And here I painted the chevrons as well. So I'll let it dry and I will come back to you guys. So guys, as you can see, I finished with all the painting, all the taxiways, all the runway lines, threshold lines, chevrons, parking stands are painted. Some, as you can see over here, I painted with tape, but not really my favorite. And these over here, all those curvy lines, I painted with my hand, by hand, so you can see that as well, but overall looks great. So as you may see, the grass is added as well. I did this off camera real quick. Yeah, I have to get some glue for that, and maybe a roller and some paper towel to get the residue glue off. So you place the glue, you put this one on top of it, you roll it down for the bubbles, and then you take the paper towel to remove some excess glue. After this, you let it dry. So that's it actually. Besides that, everything is drying up. These two are the last taxiways that have been painted, and overall it looks great in my opinion. If you have anything to add, please let me know. And yeah, for now it looks like this. And oh yes, before we leave, I let this be the base color because it represents Wyoming's country a little bit, like the desert, the dirt, like this as well, the dead grass. If you have anything to add, please let me know. For now, stay tuned for the first airport update, and see you next time. Bye guys.